I thought he made that up. Chapter 7, Sugar Shock. The Halloween monster was real. I thought I was gonna die. The disgusting, horrifying creature standing away from me, staring at me with his beady monster eyes. He was holding open a big black garbage bag. I don't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. I had to think fast, but I was frozen. Did you hear me? The Halloween monster barked at me. Your candy or your life. It was a hard decision. If I gave the monster all my candy, I wouldn't have any candy left, but I still have my life. I had to ask myself, is life really worth living without candy? Well, there's always next Halloween, I guess. And if I gave him my life, still my candy, but I wouldn't be able to eat it because I'd be dead. As stepping in the history of the world, it's so hard. My brain hurt. Why are you making decisions? It's so complicated. Health for dumped the candy bag at the Halloween monster hold. Grabbed the food case from the hand, dumped the candy to his bag. Hey, that's my candy. But he didn't care. The Halloween monster ran down the streets with all the candy. This was the worst thing to happen since TV turn-off week. It was the worst thing that happened since National Poetry Month. It took us a few minutes to come down. The monster ran away. That was mean, Alexia. Why would someone steal candy from kids? That was mean. Alexia yelled, why would someone steal candy from kids? Just be thankful you didn't chop us into little pieces. Wow. I didn't know the Halloween monster was mean. Just thought he was a pigment of my imagination. That's figment, dumbhead. Andrea said, pigment is what they use to make paint. They should put paint on your face. I told Andrea, what is her problem? Why can't a truck full of paint fall off Andrea's head? It wasn't a monster. This one's going to die. She's traveling in incognito. What's cognito? It's what secret Indians travel in. We were all depressed because we had worked so hard to get that candy, and that was all gone. We had to start over again. Bummer, and we would have to start over again. Bummer in the summer. We turned the corner and went to the first house on the street. Candy there. Then we hit another house. Soon we were back in the groove. Candy left and right and filling up pillowcases with it as we made our way down the street. You know, we start eating some candy. Now, good point, dude. Nobody can steal that candy for eating. I'm not eating mine, said Lexi. I can have a sane mind for a rainy day. What does the weather have to do with eating candy? I'm hungry now. My mom told me if you eat too much candy, you'll get sick. You could go into sugar shock. I have no idea what that is, but it's not true. I know that it's not true. Nobody tells me how much candy I can eat, and I'm sure not gonna listen to a smarty pants know-it-all like Andrea. I stuffed a Three Musketeers bar into my mouth and swallowed it in one gulp. Oh yeah, said Ryan. Watch this. Ryan unwrapped 2 Twix bars and then shoved them into his face. It didn't even look like he chewed them. Wow! Everyone said, which is mom upside down. Oh yeah, wow is mom upside down. Then Michael took 3 Hershey bars out of his pillowcase. He ripped the wrappings off, stacked them like pancakes, and ate all 3 of them at the same time. It was amazing. Nobody could eat more candy than me. I took a giant butter slinger and swallowed it, fiercely unwrapping candy bars and stuffing them into our faces as fast as he could. Except Andrea and Emily, of course. There was eating contests on Coney Island, where guys eat 50 hot dogs one after the other. Like it was the last day on Earth before a meteorite destroyed the planet. You should have been there. It was the greatest day of my life. And just watched us roll their eyes and say how disgusting we were. For 3 million 100 calories. I feel a little funny. Which I didn't want to eat any more candy. I just wanted to lie down That's when everything went black. Bum, bum, bum! Spooky music was playing, but I couldn't tell where it was coming from. The whole world around me was dark and gloom. I didn't know if I was awake or asleep. It was creepy. Where am I asked. Is this a dream or a nightmare? But no one answered. If you were in a nightmare, would somebody say that you're in a nightmare? No, probably not. Why would someone in a nightmare say you are in a nightmare? Where am I? Lots of footsteps still getting closer. Closer towards me. Help! I tried to help! But no words came out of my mouth. All the teachers at my school, Miss Daisy, Miss Ruby, Miss Granite, Miss Hannah, Miss Mackie, Miss Small, they were all there, and they were wearing weird costumes. They had hands in front of them and glassy looks in their eyes. It's like we were being attacked by zombie teachers.
We're coming to get you, AJ. We're coming to get you.
No! I tried to back away from them, but there was a wall behind me. The teachers were all over it.
Candy rots your teeth. We must take it away from you. Candy spoils your appetite. We must take it away for you. Candy is bad for you. We must take it away from you.
No, don't take my candy away. Please, I'm begging you.
Okay.
Said Miss Hannah.
Then we're gonna pour green paint on you.
Wait, what? Why?
My favorite color.
Said Miss Hannah. Dumped a big bucket filled with green. No, stop, don't.
Ah ha ha. It's Halloween, he's turning green.
Teacher started chanting.
It's Halloween, he's turning green. It's Halloween, he's turning green.
Help! Help! But they wouldn't stop. My whole body was covered in green paint. Couldn't see, I couldn't hear. It was the worst dream I ever had. I hoped it was a dream anyway. Teacher stopped putting green paint on me. Turned around. They looked frightened. Run! Said Mr. Krabs, the principal. Quick, run away! Ran away, and you'll never believe in the middle of 100 years who showed up a few seconds later. It was a group of penguins! There must have been hundreds of them. It was a bunch of little kids just like me.
Come with us, AJ.
And the penguin said,
Come with us to Antarctica.
they looked like they were friendly. Penguins can talk,
Of course.
said I.
In Antarctica, there are no mean teachers to steal your candy or pour green paint on you. Just enough nice. Just a bunch of nice, clean, so nice. Yes, and candy.
Said another pig.
We can play in the snow and eat candy all day long.
Really? Antarctica sounds wonderful.
Like Halloween every day of the year. Come with us, AJ. Come with us to Antarctica. It's right around the corner. Right around the corner. Halloween every day.
A bunch of schools. Not tonight. A bunch of schools. Wake up. Dude, are you okay? Billy was kneeling up. Huh? What? Where am I? Still standing there. Miles, Ryan, Michael, and Alexia, Neil, Andrew, Emily. I checked my arms and legs. They were clean. I didn't have any green paint on me. Phew, it was just a dream. That's some kind of nightmare, dude. You were out. We thought that I'd have to call an ambulance. You kept mumbling about going around the corner. The teachers at school were trying to steal my candy. I told them they were walking around like zombies, all of them. When I refused to get candy, they dumped green paint on me. Guess it wasn't real paint. It was just a pigment in my imagination. That was scary. Who's scared about anything? Why would teachers want to dump green paint on you? That doesn't make any sense. It was a dream. I told. Dreams don't always make sense. It was horrible. There was risk to make nice penguins. They wanted me to run away with them to Antarctica. You should have listened to me, Arlo, Andreas. I told you that eating so much candy would make you sick. Your face makes me sick. Oh, snap. Then, that was one weird dream you had, dude. You should be eating so much candy. It turned out I had to stop eating so much candy because my pillowcase had enough except candy wrappers. I eat all my candy. Would you like to only had a few candy bars. The ones who had a lot of candy were Andrea and Emily. Lucky. It was dark out. It was getting late. Soon as the dream was up, had to go home. Bummer in the summer. If I go home without having candy, eat tomorrow. That's right. The only candy we have in our house is Halloween candy. Same here, said Neil, the new kid. A whole year until next Halloween to get more candy. This was a horrible situation. What are we gonna do? There was only one thing we could do. Get more candy! We took off the sea, locking every door we could find. Went trick-or-treating. We're heading in here. Filling cake like a bunch of squirrels, grabbing nuts so we could be able to make it for winter. At 100 minutes, we had a lot of candy. Then there was one more house on the street and we hadn't finished. Ran up the front steps. Wait a minute, and just check number 4. I know who lived in this house. You'll never believe who it is. I'll never believe it. Who? We should all shut it. Mrs. Yonkers. Andrea rang the doorbell. She met Mrs. Yonkers. Screen door. But she didn't really pop her head out to a screen door would hurt. Also, you wouldn't have a headache. Oob! We shall trick or treat. Well, howdy, y'all. Mrs. Yonkers said, yeehaw! If you've on it so well. She's from Texas. People from Texas say y'all, yeehaw, and varmints all the time. Nobody knows why. She's from Texas. Miss Young confused her. She's a genius. It's always been she invented giant hands to reel that generated electricity. Another time she invented a boat that travels with time. It's our home company called NERD. New Electronic Research Development. NERD. Why would they make it stand for nerd? Mrs. Yonkers was wearing one of those big yellow face cheese hats. It wasn't her Halloween costume. She wears that thing all the time. Nobody knows why. She let each of us take 2 candy bars from a bowl. Andrea said you have a magical Halloween party that we can't get anywhere else. I do, said Miss Yonkers. Do y'all want to see it? Yeehaw! We all shouted. Everyone in sight is Miss Yonkers. Led us to the kitchen. She told us she had a top secret invention that no one knew about yet. And she waved her hand dramatically and pointed to the microwave oven. Ta-da! Here it is. That's just a microwave oven, Brent said. Oh, it looks like a microwave oven, but it's actually a revolutionary micro expandinator. It sure looks like a microwave oven to me. What does it do? Asked Neil, the new kid. Let me see if I can explain. For thousands of years, scientists have wondered where the universe ends. Does it have an edge somewhere? Or does it just go on forever and ever? What does that have to do with your machine? You'll see in 1929. And Edwin Hubble proved that the universe is expanding all the time with the microwave 4,000 experiments. How to range to accelerate the rate of expansion by altering the molecular structure and blah 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 blah. Miss Yonkers went on like that for a while. The universe was expanding to me. It sounded like a cool idea. Meant that maybe there would be more video games and space skate parks. Miss Yonkers finished talking about the universe. So what does the micro expandinator actually do? Oh, that's simple. Miss Yonkers. So it makes the bigger. And so you put something in the machine and turn it on. Makes the thing bigger. Micro expandinator. You put it in made noise just like an oven. About 10 seconds. There was a little ding sound. Yonkers opened up the micro-mover fast. And you'll never believe in a 1,100 years what was inside. A giant pot holder. Wow, we all shouted. Which is Mom upside down. You told us it was that wow is Mom upside down. You told us wow is Mom upside down. That's amazing, Andrew said. The universe expanded in the machine. She was right. That is, if the universe was only made up of pot holders. Well, the micro expanding it work with other objects too? It will work with anything. Will it work with candy? Sure! She picked the Hershey bar. Picked the micro extract. Took out the Hershey bar. It was the size of a cereal box. Gasp! This is the greatest invention in the history of the world. She said, you should get the Nobel Prize, Miss Yonkers. Oh, I don't care about prizes. But think of how the micro can make be used. It could help poor people get enough food to feed enough family. It could help people with vision problems see tiny objects. And possibly use our own lemonade. But see, all I get about was getting some really big candy. Except we could all take our bite-sized Halloween candy, put them in my clothes, into a giant family-sized candy. We did, and it was the coolest thing ever. I could barely lift my pillowcase full of giant expanded candy. Thanks, Miss Yonkers. We all said, now remember, Maximo 4,000 pens is top secret project. Nobody knows about it yet except for us. Not worried about anyone, okay? Our lips are sealed, Andrea said. Got to turn around when the most amazing in the history of the world. I put the presents from the room, not so fast. It was Halloween monster again. Ah! We all screamed. It's the Halloween monster! That big, ugly, dirty, furry Halloween monster was standing up in front of us. He must have followed us to Miss Yonkers' house. Run for your lives! Shouted Neil, the new kid. But there was no place to run. There was no place to hide. We were trapped in. Emily was on the floor, freaking out. For once, I couldn't blame her. We were all freaking out! Who are you? Who are you? Miss Yonkers yelled at the Halloween monster. Who are ya? Miss Yonkers said, get out of my house, varmint! I didn't invite you here! Take our candy! Take our candy! I shouted. Go ahead, I don't want it. Just don't jump us into little pieces, please. Please. I don't want your dumb candy. What do you want? I want the micro-mold expandinator. No, now. Miss Yonkers yelled, wrapping her arms around the micro-mold. This is my invention, but soon it will be mine. I think I could build a larger version of the sheet. Dang me, solid gold coins, solid gold manhole covers. I could turn into the SUV. I could to micro and supersize myself. And I would become a giant with this technology. I could rule the world. Well, an evil cackling laugh. She was all crazy. And anytime someone says they want to rule the world and let out an evil cackling laugh, you know they're nuts. Get out of here before I call the police, you varmint! Tell Miss Yonkers. She reached for her phone with one first hand over the micro 4000 expandinator. Said the Halloween monster. Never! Said Miss. Don't make this difficult, lady. Just give me the machine and no one will get hurt. No way! You heard her! I yelled at the Halloween monster. Get out of here. She's not going to give it to you. Oh, well, he said. Just take it. He reached out to grab the micro 4000 expandinator from Miss Yonkers' hand. She held on tight. The Halloween monster got hold in the micro 4000 expandinator. Miss Yonkers grabbed it back and two of them wrestling on the floor and yelling at you. Watching grown-ups wrestle is cool. I've got to see it live and in person. You should have been there. And then suddenly, the most amazing thing in the history of the world happened. The men burst out front. They were wearing police clothes. Freeze, dirtbag! They hollered at the Halloween monster. Cops on TV always yell, freeze, dirtbag, and bad guys. Nobody knows why. Everyone froze, but not really. It would have to be really cold in Miss Yonkers' house for everyone to freeze. Step away from the time machine, mister. From the machine, mister. Guys dressed up as a policeman. Put your hands in the air. Stepped away from the mic. Spandinated with their hands up. Hey, those are great costumes, I said. Never seen a trick-or-treater dressed up as a policeman before. They're not dressed up as policemen, men Arlo. They're real policemen, said Andrea, rolling her eyes. Oh, I knew that. My name is Officer Harlow. Officer Harlow. This is Officer Trotta. We got a report to those men going uptown. Candy for kids. We followed the suggestion. I didn't steal any candy. Hey, has this man been stealing candy? Said Officer Trotta. Yes, we shut it. Yes, we shut it. He stole it from us. Has this man been... You're under arrest, said Officer Harlow. The right to remain silent. Anyone say will be used against you. Blah 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 blah. You went on like that for a while. Remove the head of your costume, sir, said Officer Trotta. We need to make sure you don't have a concealed weapon in there, because you want to see your identity. As he started to take the head of his costume, we were all on pins and needles. Well, not really. On pins and needles, and it was hurt. But it was really exciting. There was electricity in the air. Well, not really. If there was electricity there, then we would have been electrocuted. Anyway, Howling reached up and moved his head. Never believe in a million hundred years who was inside that costume. I'm not going to tell you. Okay, but you have to read the next chapter to find out. So, na boo-boo on you. If you read a bunch of my weird school books, you probably think you know the truth of Halloween monster. You probably think it's Mr. Cutts, our school principal, playing a trick on me in the gang. You think it's Dr. Carbles, the president of our board of education. He's a mean guy, or it could be Dr. Spencer's our security guard. Maybe you think he's Mr. Docker, our science teacher. Well, you're wrong. He's not any of those people. And it's not George Washington or Christopher Columbus or Lady Gaga either. Nice try though. Slowly the Halloween monster reached the head. You hardly believe who was inside. Mayor Hubble! Everyone shouted. Hubble used to be the mayor of our town. Then he was arrested. Fake gold and silver on our that our groundskeeper, Mr. Burke, hid in the playground. Sent to jail, but he got some time off for good behavior. But he sent to jail again when he got just and stealing signs from people's lawns. I thought you were in jail, said Mrs. Yonkers. I got time off for good behavior. You're supposed to be a role model for young people. Going around doing the captain trying to take over the world. You should be ashamed of yourself. The police slapped handcuffs on Mayor Hubble and started dragging him away. Wait, Mr. Hubble, I can explain. Wait, let's hear it. I don't know why you want to steal my invention so badly. I'll tell you the truth. My father is Edwin Hubble. My grandfather was Edwin Hubble. For a moment, there was silence. You could hear a pin drop. Who's Edwin Hubble? I find out. He's the guy who proved the universe expanded. Weren't you listening, Arlo? Your face wasn't listening. He's the guy who proved the universe is expanded. Andrea said, weren't you listening, Arlo? Your face wasn't listening. I said, when I was a little boy, Grandpa told me his stories about the universe. He said something that he would build a machine, speed up the process and make things bigger. But he never did. For years I tried to build such a universe. It was my lifetime goal, but I couldn't do it. Then it's too late. You made the machine. We get to all the glory. My life is ruined. What a crybaby. That guy is worse than Emily. Take him away, boys. Yonkers told him. Take him away, boys. Mrs. Yonkers told the policeman. Everybody started giggling because the mayor said, but. Well, it sounds just like but, except it's missing a T. But T in but. Do you pronounce the T in but? No, you do not. I'm not a crook, Mayor Hubble yelled as the policeman dragged him away. I'm an honest man. I'll be back. I promise you that. I'll be back. Well, that's pretty much what happened. It was a weird Halloween night, that for sure. We all piled into Mrs. Yonkers' minivan, gave us a ride home. The police took Mayor Hubble away in the back of a patrol car. Maybe we'll go together for good this time. Maybe my mom let me eat on October 30th next year. Maybe I'll find out who TP'd my house. Maybe Ryan and I will go bird watching. Maybe we'll find out what a cognito is. Maybe Billy will stop parading around in his underwear. Maybe some talking penguins will take me to Antarctica with them. Maybe I'll paint some pictures with the pigments of my imagination. Maybe grown-ups will stop saying blah blah blah. Will stop saying blah 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 all the time. Maybe Mrs. Yonkers will win the Nobel Prize for inventing the micromole for frozen expander. Maybe I can convince my parents that the universe is expanding. They'll increase my allowance, but it won't be easy. Well, that's the end of the book. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories.